excellence, motivation. Always the answer.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Great Employees Matter, the show that focuses on making employees better, taking them from average to great. And we work with companies to teach them how to take care of, nurture, elevate, promote, and appreciate the most valuable asset, their employees. Today's guest comes from Southern California. Her name is Milan Holder, and she is an absolute ball of fire. You're going to have a very good time today. We'll try and keep the interview under 3 hours, and it's going to be a blast. You should have got that face on camera. All right, so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Kobe so he can bring us in and start asking probing questions.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a doozy today because we're already having fun even before the camera started rolling. So welcome, Great Employees Matter. My name is Kobe Dumas, joined with Lloyd Dix and Jimmy Bingham. And this is Great Employees Matter. So please make sure you like, subscribe, and share the content if you like it. It's going to be a great show. And I want to just go ahead and get right into it. So first, what I usually do is I introduce the guests and let you guys know who you're talking to. So Milan, how are you? And tell us a little bit about you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Milan Holder. I am a mother, wife, a business owner, an employee for Southwest Airlines. Proud Southwest Airlines.
Okay, how long have you been an employee with Southwest? Let's start there.
Okay, I've been employed for 3 years.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And you obviously like it?
You know what? I love my job because I'm able to take advantage of flying for free. And my
Perks,
children can fly for free.
Okay, so that's going to help me out a little bit here with my questioning. So I want to back it up a little bit.
Okay.
So you're obviously in studio with us here in Vegas. Are you from Vegas, or what brings you to Vegas?
No, I am originally from Los Angeles. I am from the city of winners. Lakers, Dodgers, Kings. Just let you know.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting show, just so you know.
I'm from the city of winners.
Got it.
And I want you to know that I will not take offense at the fact that you didn't include my name in the list of winners that you were talking about from Los Angeles. But
okay.
I won't take offense at that.
Thank you.
Ooh, this is gonna be hard. All right. So from LA, what brings you to Vegas?
So this evening I'm going to the Black Agenda. We have a surprise. I'm presenting our business to the Black Agenda. We have some special surprises that we're going to present at the Black Agenda.
Okay.
I have family out here. So,
okay.
I've been coming to Vegas every summer as a kid, so I'm very familiar with Las Vegas.
Okay, so let's take it a little bit back. Let's take it to the job. So you said you love your job, which is outside of the 1900s. That's far and few between. Not a lot of people like where they work at today because, in my opinion, companies are not back to the basics and treating employees of value with value. And the first thing that you said was you like working for Southwest because you got a free perk. You get to fly wherever you want for free.
My benefits, yes.
So tell me a little bit about working in that environment, because we always beat up companies here because a lot of them, if there is a problem with your turnover and the employee, the problem is probably the environment, not the people that's coming through there. So tell me a little bit about your environment and what makes it good and what makes you like your job.
So I'm okay. I like I said, I love my job because of the perks, what I receive from the job. Management is not the best at Southwest Airlines. We are a union airline. So I was actually going to run for union rep for Provo. That's my position at Southwest Airlines, but my union rep for 17 years just got fired
Oh, wow. Okay.
by another Southwest employee. So when it comes to management doesn't really treat their employees, I would say, treat them right. That's
Okay,
why we're in the union.
And we don't want to beat up on
We
Southwest.
don't.
Because I think they're an amazing company. Like I
They
said,
are.
when you got here, they used
As
to be
an-
my favorite company to fly in. But
As a passenger, they're a wonderful company, but as an employee, we do have our hiccups.
yeah, and that's what I want to talk
Mhm.
about without beating them up or dragging them through the mud, because I don't think that's necessary, and I don't think that helps a company
Not at all.
improve. What do you think would help out with those challenges at a company like that?
Communication. The main thing is because we're union, we're separated. Management is on one side, union members are on the other side. So we don't communicate a lot. We don't get along a lot. And the first thing, if something happens, we're quick to throw the book with the union rules. And the other way around, they're trying to avoid their mistakes so they won't get in trouble by the union.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the issues that, I think any union job has, management against union members.
So let's switch gears a little bit.
Mhm.
You have two companies, and I think you're partnered with your husband. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the two companies that you have.
Okay. So we have Icons by Holder and we have Giovanni Collection. So Icons by Holder, it's my husband, Gregory Holder. They call him the Glass Man. He's been doing sandblasted glass artwork for 25 plus years.
Wow.
Different celebrities to charities, foundations, individuals, families. He has created.
Are you a creator also? Are you just the support or the back office, or what
I
we
am a
like to call our
creator
wives
now.
corporate? We call our wives corporate around here.
Yes, I am corporate.
Okay.
I handle all financial management. I do create layouts now, and also I create my husband's paint. So all the paint that is created on each piece, I individually created by scratch.
Oh wow, that's neat.
Mhm.
And tell me about the other company.
It's Giovanni Collection. So Giovanni is named after my two children that are 3 and 1, Milani and Giovanni. So I just shortened up the name. And how I came up with that name is my mom had a business growing up. It was called Salanti in Me Advertisement. And Salanti and Me meant Sabrina, Milan, and Ashanti, which was my sister, me, and my nephew.
Okay.
And in me, which represents my mom. So was the inspiration of naming Giovanni.
Okay. And tell me about what is the company? What is it, a product or
Okay,
service?
so Giovanni is more smaller, intimate pieces. Greg does larger pieces with Icons by Holder. So I decided when we had our daughter, he carved her hand and footprints in glass and put her name, date of birth, her pounds, ounces. And from there, we put a light against that art piece and everything just, blossomed from there.
Okay.
And
you create a product from that.
Yes. So
no, that's incredible.
We do glass charcuterie boards. We do smaller pieces. The smallest piece that we do is a 10 by 12, which is on a glass base.
Mm-hmm.
And we do a 17 by 17 in a frame.
Man, glass charcuterie board. I didn't even know what charcuterie board was before I met Jimmy. But anyway, I'm going to just let that go over and segue right on over to Jimmy. I told you I'm from the ghetto, Jimmy.
I know. When I came in, he was like, "You want me to make you some fruit and everything?" I was like, "I love that."
Yeah, we don't do that in the ghetto.
Milan, I'm going to try and stay on the employee-employer track for a little bit.
Okay.
Here. just because that's my job.
Yeah.
That's my role. So
Now, let me say, I love my job, but it doesn't mean that I love the people I work with, you know.
Wow. You want to just go right out and put them on blast. You're like, hold up. I just like the free flights.
Yeah, we got some lazy ones, we got some ones that's sleeping, all day,
Okay, so wait a
That's why
minute.
we have all these delays. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. I didn't mean to tell all these secrets. Come on now.
Okay, so now we get to the bottom of it. See, I want to circle back now, right? So what do you say to those lazy employees, or the ones that, or the I'm going to say the uncooperative management that just makes the day go by harder instead of easier? What do you say to those people?
Okay, so it's certain employees I don't really care to work with. Okay, me being older woman, 40, almost 43, working with younger people, it can be a problem.
I can't do it.
And the reason why, where I think it comes from, they didn't have chores growing up. See, I grew up in a generation with chores. Before you can go outside and play with your friends, you had chores you had to do before you leave the house, and your friends would come over to your house and they knew you had all these chores. They would help you do the chores, then we'll go out. But see, those parents said, oh, my mom and my dad gave me all these chores and everything. I'm not going to give my kids these same responsibilities. And that's why they at work lazy.
I think that you're hitting the nail on the head.
Yes.
But I want to add to it a little bit. I think that it's not just chores, but I think it's the lack of
accountability.
Butt whoopings.
Yes. Yes.
I'm just going to say it out because I got my butt whooped.
Me
and
too.
I think I'm okay today in my 50s.
Yes.
But these kids don't understand that. And it makes me want to go back to my 1900s butt whooping self.
Yes.
And whoop some butt today. But you can't do that. You'll go to jail today. So no, I agree. I'm going to digress. Go back to Jimmy.
But you've only been with Southwest for 3 years, right?
Only 3 years, yes. But lazy people are,
they on day one. They on day one.
I would like to share that. I find this conversation already fascinating because in the 1900s, Southwest was known for the Southwest culture. Right?
Yes.
I believe
it's a fun culture. It's
Colleen Barrett, right? Wasn't she the
Herb,
one that,
Herb.
Well, Herb was the president.
Herb Kelleher.
Yeah, Kelleher.
Herb Kelleher.
Colleen was the one that created the
Southwest culture.
right, as I recall.
It's all about fun and spirit, and so we still have those. Once a year, Southwest rents out a location for all their employees. So last year they rented out Universal Studios in Orlando, the whole park. They did Universal Studios and Hollywood. It did Las Vegas a couple of years back downtown. They rented out the whole downtown for Southwest employees. So yes, they have a great culture when it comes to their employees. Every location is different. We have Christmas parties every year, like every other company does, but I actually like going to the other station Christmas parties than my station.
So as an employer, Southwest is trying to continue to take care of its employees. It's just that the employees have changed over time.
No, management has changed over time.
It is management.
Yeah, so you could ask anybody that's been with Southwest for years or decades. They always say management has changed. We're changing free bag, more free bags. We're changing we're having seats, assigned seats. And I'm gonna tell you where the assigned seats come from. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Guess where it comes from? The wheelchair people.
Really?
The wheelchair people that take advantage and want to get on first. And I'm not talking about the people that are in the wheelchair that need to be, that need assistance. We're not talking about those individuals. We're talking about the individuals that just want to get on the plane first. That's the reason why Southwest is changing to assigned seats. Because coming on the plane, especially in Florida, you got 30, 40 wheelchair people. Getting off in California, you only have 2. Everybody grew legs in the air.
Oh, wow.
Wait, I'm trying to find out. Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm trying to find out the difference between the wheelchair people and the wheelchair people that want to get on first. I don't understand.
The wheelchair people that want to get on first. People take advantage of the wheelchair system.
People walk up to the front desk
And say, I need a wheelchair.
and say, I'm limping,
Yeah.
or sometimes I'll even put on a boot just to pretend like
Yeah.
they're hurt.
Yeah,
And then
it's true.
When they get off the plane, they're holding the boot in their arm.
It's true. It's totally true.
I've seen it.
I have
They
flown
grew
a
legs.
lot.
They grew
I have
legs.
flown a
when they-
lot. I have flown a lot. I have never thought about taking a wheelchair to get on first. Now I'm mad because I
Yep.
didn't.
Yeah.
Wow, Jimmy.
It's true.
Maybe we'll move off of Southwest.
Yeah, we gotta move on. We gotta talk about something else. We gotta go back into our journeys.
Let's talk more about your most important job.
Okay.
And that's being a mother and a wife.
Yes.
So tell me about how being a mother has helped you be able to cope differently with your coworkers at Southwest.
I have more patience.
There
I
you
talk
go.
to my coworkers like I'm a mom. Are you okay? Do you need help? It's more of a slow, soft. Before our kids, I'm like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, you fell? You okay? Let me help you up. Let me go get you some ice.
Yeah, kids will do that to you.
They will.
That's
I'm
why I don't
serious.
have any.
What are you talking about? That little baby I saw running around here. Whose baby is that?
I don't know. He gonna get mad if you call him a baby.
Oh my.
We got way off track.
He responded.
We're on-
I was
we're-
like, "Hey, baby!"
we're
He came
on-
right over to me.
We're on Lloyd time. I'm surprised he hasn't even chimed in yet.
Lloyd, can you pull us back onto track?
Yeah, because that's my job,
Yes.
is to get us back on track. Before I leave the topic of Southwest, I have two observations, because I remember when Southwest first came in as an airline. And one of the nice things about Southwest was that Herb Kelleher had empowered each and every employee to resolve any customer situation. So if somebody came up and their plane was canceled, the person behind the counter could rebook them, waive fees, do anything without having to ask anybody else.
Yes.
And that was novel in the industry. You didn't have to go to a supervisor or get permission. I guess it's probably changed now, but that allowed.
Everybody has Miss Herb. You're right. Everybody just mentions. I never met him, and I wasn't in Southwest Airlines at the time. But how they talk about him, they loved
Unbelievable.
him. Yeah, they loved him. I wish I would have had him as a boss.
And the other thing about Southwest that was so great was that they had long-term petrol contracts. So when gas and diesel fuel went up to $5 a gallon, they were still paying $2.50 and $3.
Oh,
And that's why they were able to keep prices low when everybody else was going through that was the invention of baggage fees in every way they could get you, because they were paying so much for fuel.
Yes.
So, he was not only the businessman. And then before I totally get us back on track, Kobe, this is directed to you, and I usually don't do that. You call your wife corporate? How do you get out of calling her Your Majesty? Because that's where I am. I have to call her Your Majesty or Your Royal Highness. How do you get down to corporate? I mean, I asked my wife once. I asked my wife once if she believed in women's lib, and she said, "Why would I lower myself to your equal?"
I know.
I don't know how we got here, but I can tell you that I guarantee you corporate encompasses all of those titles.
Yes.
So
okay, I accept that.
But yes, I have a great relationship at my job with my supervisors. You know what I tell my management and my supervisor? I would like for you to have low expectations of me. Because when you see me do something like work fast, I don't want you to expect that all the time. Please have low expectations of me,
Okay, wait. See, this is not how we do it. This is against all the this is against all the rules of being a great employee.
No.
I'm gonna bring it
Because
right
corporate
back.
doesn't appreciate good employees. They always appreciate the bad employees,
And
So
see, no,
I
that's
technically want you to have low expectations of me.
but see, this is what we're here to fix. This is the problem. We need to talk to these employers so that they don't treat the employees bad, so that we don't get low expectations. Oh my goodness, Jimmy, I don't know. This train has left the building for sure.
Well, and I do have
Oh God.
and I do have one actual related question for you,
Okay.
related to work. I've talked forever. Israel makes everyone who reaches the age of 18 go through 2 years of mandatory military. And I've always thought that when in America, we should make everybody do retail for 6 months. If they saw how the public treated people and how the people treated the public, I think people would be a lot nicer. And I got to
worked at
admit,
Macy's. I hated it.
yeah.
People pick up stuff, just throw it back down. Like, shirts and I worked in the groceries. People don't return their cards back.
As difficult as all that is, just dealing with the general public, like in a Macy's or a grocery store, I got to imagine you multiply that by 100 when you put people in a confined space and don't let them out and they want to get there. I mean, that plane lands and everybody jumps up immediately, even though it's going to be another 15, 20 minutes.
Because I am writing a book right now where I'm interviewing different flight attendants about plane etiquette, because people don't have plane etiquette, especially the ones that get up, that sit way in the back, and they get up and they want to walk in front of everybody to get off the plane early, then waiting until they're ready to get off. Yes, plane etiquette.
I love the guys in the back of the plane that either take off their shoes and socks and put their feet up, or the guys that want to, as soon as the plane lands, want to stand up and get there, even though they know the door isn't going to open for another 15 minutes.
Yes.
It's unbelievable to me. So tell me.
I have stories.
I bet. And believe me, I'd love to hear them. My cohorts would get a little upset if we took the next half hour and just talk war stories.
Yeah.
But I will ask you for a gem. Is there a secret, or is there a mechanism when you have to be nice to somebody and you have to be respectful and the guy or the girl is just being a total jerk? How do you, because that translates to all employment, right? Somebody does something, you just want to go off on them. And it's got to be times 100 in your profession. And how do you deal with that? And what's your advice to people to enable them to calm down so they don't go off on the customer?
Wow. You know what? At my job, I don't work with customers. I only work with flight attendants and pilots. So I stopped working with customers in my early 30s just because I know me. Dealing with people all day, you don't have time for your family. You don't have time for your friends. You don't want to talk to no one because you deal with people all day. So but I do see a lot of interaction at my job with my other cohorts. And it's hard. Trust me, when we have delays, especially weather delays, what's going on right now with the shutdown and TSA, we deal with a lot of attitudes, but I always just keep a great smile and great energy just because I don't deal with customers all the time. So when I do deal with customers, I'm always the happy one in the room. And everyone's looking at me like, why are you so happy? Because I don't have to deal with these people all day, you know? But I do have to deal with them when I do fly. I still have to be professional because when you fly on standby, you still have to, it's a code of you still represent Southwest Airlines. So I breathe because I do want to tell people off, especially the people that you mentioned that get up.
On BWE, huh? Okay.
Oh, baby, Baltimore, baby. First of all, you see, you mentioned the wrong city, okay, right now, and
No,
it's not the people.
No, BWE, no,
Oh,
Black
BWE.
Woman Energy.
Oh, okay. I said BWI, like Baltimore.
No, I'm not talking airport code.
So I think about my kids first, honestly. You know, if I blow up off of anyone or react differently, I really think about my kids, how disappointed they will be if I lose my job or if I don't have this job anymore. My daughter's 3 and she always like, Mommy, that's your airplane. Every time she sees a Southwest airplane in the sky, Mommy, that's your airplane. And you work at Southwest, you at work. And she's 3. So I want them to experience, you know, different states and different countries and different cities, you know. So I don't allow people to take me there.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I would like to get back to more about Milan.
Okay.
Right. So I know a couple things about you.
Okay.
One of them is that you once interviewed Ice Cube. Is that
I
correct?
do.
Can you tell me that story?
So in elementary, I created a newsletter and I needed an interview. So I heard on 92.3 back in the day, they had 92.3, the beat or Theo. Theo was on the radio. And Theo says, oh, Ice Cube is going to be at Tower Records on Sunset Boulevard. That's where, like back in the days, these younger people don't know it's all about streaming and everything. But when you wanted to promote an album, you would go to Tower Records. You'll, have people come up just like a book signing.
You're sitting with a regional manager for Tower Records.
What?
Yeah, I used to be a regional manager for them for about 9 years.
Nice. So the one in Sunset is like huge.
It's still there, by the way. It's a landmark.
Yes. It's a landmark. And I stood in line and I finally got up there and I interviewed him. I asked him a couple of questions, took a picture. So it was a great experience.
You and Kobe have a couple of connections. You have your story about Tower Records, where he was a regional corporate
and
manager.
I interviewed Ice Cube just to find out that he's my cousin's cousin. And I seen him at the family reunion. Scott and Henderson is the last name. They're from the Bay in Louisiana. And Ice Cube's father is my first cousin's dad's brother.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Small world.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Small world. Well, that was, you told that story. And when I heard that the first time, it told me that you have an entrepreneurial spirit.
Yes.
Right. And so I also know that you had a program called We on the Couch.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I created a show. I really wanted to create a show called We on the Couch. And I had a roommate at the time where she was just so bubbly. And I said, I want to create a talk show and I'll write everything and you host it. And let's do it. She would never get serious. I kept asking her, like, let's do it. She'll never get serious. So you know what? I changed the game and I said, you know what? I don't want to depend on one person. So my creative mind went in the works. And I said, you know what? I want to create a talk show individually. I wanted to create a talk show with a different host on every show. So We on the Couch is a talk show where I come to your house and you have, remember the setting is different every show because I'm coming to your house. And I have a host. They invite their friends. I write an introduction. I have questions that the host asks their guests. and they all interact with each other. We have we give away prizes at the end. So I would have sponsors, small businesses give me things, and I'll have giveaways at the end. It was really a great experience. Yes, we on the couch. That's what a lot of people knew me for in LA. One of the things they knew me for was we on the couch.
And so did that entrepreneurial spirit and experience enhance your role as an employee when you went? I don't know where else you've been employed other than Southwest, but as an employee, did that entrepreneurial spirit enhance it or give you a different approach to how you dealt with customers and or colleagues?
Good question. I always had that spirit in me. I remember growing up and my mom says, "You're not going to be a good employee. You're going to be a good business owner." She always told me that. And I never understood it until later on. And it's in me to, be an entrepreneur. But I like having a job with the benefits too, not paying $800-900 a month for medical. So
Yeah, no, that's when you gotta just up your business game.
So yes, so that's what the best advice I give, employees and entrepreneurs. If you want to own your own business and also work at the same time, make it work for you in both directions. I remember, I guess we'll go into the culinary, but we'll go back to, the We on the Couch. So We on the Couch at the time, I just left the post office. I was a postal worker. I actually was the first in postal history to be an expediter and the youngest in history to be an expediter. I ran the entire building at LAX. So as an expediter, I'm in charge of all the mail going in and out. And I was never late one truck. Because if you're late, you have to reprocess the whole entire truck. So that's how bad I was. Like, I was the shit at the post office, The postmaster loved me, Miss Brewster. Shout out to her, I was 25 at the time? Yeah. 25. So when I left the post office, I started We on the Couch. I did We on the Couch for a year and I stopped doing We on the Couch. And then I went back into being an employee. I went to culinary school. Yes.
Tell us about that.
I couldn't cook for shit. Like, my mom wasn't Betty Crocker. I will tell you that. But someone told me, if you in this world of acting, writing, and producing, it's always a struggle. Is up and down, And someone told me, hey, you need to have a career that you always gonna have a job. And that's why I went into culinary school. Honestly, I wasn't good for the first 2 years, I'll be honest. And then the third year, I just got it. And I was good at, I was a saucier. So I was good at making sauces from scratch. I was intimidated, don't get me wrong, in 2 years, because in the cooking world, the culinary world, they talk shit to you. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, you gonna get talked about.
I watch
You're gonna
Hell's Kitchen.
get yelled at. It's a true statement. It's a experience. How many times I have cried, where chefs just tore me up in front of everyone, And I just built that confidence. I remember I was working at Wells Fargo corporate building, and this one particular chef didn't like me, and I just came out my shell, and I just started cooking my ass off, creating my own recipes to the point where my line was the longest. And if I wasn't at work, no one would show up to my grill station. I was a grill cook. Wow. And I was bad. Like, it just, I just became a different person. Then after that, I started talking shit like, yeah, this is what I can do, you know?
I want to take it back, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I want to take it back a little bit and go into accountability.
Mhm.
How do you manage to balance the structure needed for accountability with the freedom that creativity requires?
It's all about discipline. You know, when you're your own boss, no one tells you what to do. You have to tell yourself what to do. To be a great employee, you have to be a great employee to be a good employer.
Mm-hmm.
That's always my rule. That's the reason why I never had issues at work, because how I work for the job is how I would like my employees to work for me. And when you follow that rule, success and building a team it comes natural.
Do you think that accountability looks different in the home versus at work, or is it the same process?
Oh no, it's different. In the outside world, you have people looking at you, judging you, you know, and at home, like, it's so funny. People can be so anal at work. And so like, I need this clean, that clean. And when you go to their house is crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more accountability when you have other people looking at you to be accountable for.
Okay. And then what do you hope your children learn from watching how you and your husband lead, create, and build together?
That's a good question. I would like for my children to have good work ethic. You know, I want them to be independent thinkers. I would love for them to, whatever they decide to be the best at it.
You just don't want them to be lazy. Just go ahead and say it.
You know what? This is how I tell people. My husband raised my daughter to be dependent on him. I raised my daughter to be independent. So at 3 years old, I'm like, let's come on. Let's pick up, let's do this. And she's like, okay, mama, let's clean up time. So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Can we take a quick break? We need to give some love to our sponsors. So we're going to take a break right here, and we'll come back into this conversation. When we come back, we're going to enter a segment that we call shameless self-promotion.
Okay.
And that's where we'd like you to talk about you and your husband's businesses.
Okay.
And how people can get in touch with you. Is there a gallery where they can purchase your work? Or Greg's work? Do you have online shopping, all that type of stuff? So we'll come back to that segment.
Okay.
There's 6,500 foreign languages spoken in the world, but we believe only one language has the power to unite and connect the human race. We call that language BANK. And BANK is a methodology that we created, which is personality based. It's rooted in the principles of the 4 personality types dating back thousands of years, with a very powerful modern day twist that when applied to business and relationship creates extraordinary results.
The number one problem is people want to make more money and they don't know how. So they have a problem actually connecting with their prospect, their lead, their customer, the person across from them. We teach them how to communicate more effectively and figure out their personality type, and then how to get a better connection, and it automatically leads when people like you, they want to buy your product.
What we specifically do for our clients is we teach them how to increase their influence, their income, and their impact up to 300%.
It's opened doors that I didn't even know existed. I immediately saw the impact that it could have in education.
Not only has it increased my income, but it has absolutely changed my impact and my influence.
Bankcode is an amazing technology that you can use to find out about other people rather than just yourself. I'm communicating better with my friends, my family, my clients.
Getting to yes sooner getting to what matters to the person sooner by just listening to what they value.
And really just gave me an opportunity to connect with people in a much different way.
Making it a win-win-win for all the people involved.
It's literally lighting a fire inside of me that I didn't know I had.
And it was really a no-brainer for me.
There's a lot of assessments that are in the market. Ours is unique originally because most every other assessment was based in psychology, whereas Bank was based in what we call biology, spelled B-U-Y-ology, which was the science of buying behavior, or what we now understand as buy-in behavior. It's the science of communication. So it gave us a very unique ability to predict someone's buying behavior in less than 90 seconds, and now in nanoseconds using our Codebreaker artificial intelligence. So if you want to learn more and you want to come join our Make People Matter movement, you want to discover more about yourself and your personality, come visit us at codebreakerglobal.com. Codebreaker Global, make people matter.
So we're back to our show. Milan,
Yes.
this is the portion of our show that we refer to as shameless self-promotion. So can you tell us about your and your husband's business and how people can get in touch with you or purchase any of his products or your products?
Wonderful. So like I said, we do sandblast. We sandblast glass. We take any image that you have and we create it in glass. That can be from a small size to a life size. We do artwork on the wall. We do interior, like windows, business doors, glass doors for businesses. We do shower doors, anything in glass pretty much. You can contact us on glassiconsbyholder.com. We have wonderful images that we have done already in the past. You can place orders with us. And the holidays are coming up. So this is the best time to create something memorable for yourself, for your family. We create keepsakers.
So it's almost all custom work then.
It's all custom work, one of a kind. In 25 years, my husband has not repeated one piece.
Wow.
So every single piece that he has done has only been one of a kind. And the paint that we create of each piece is only one of a kind too. So I only create paint for your individual piece. And then I get rid of it and I start all over.
Wow. That's great.
Mhm.
Did we get email, phone number, all that stuff? Or it's
Oh, and
best-
also we're introducing glass charcuterie boards now.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I love charcuterie boards.
Yes.
He does. He really does.
So we would love to put your logo, your name, anything you can imagine on in glass, carve it for you, and then we'll create it as a charcuterie board.
And we can go online and place a custom order.
Yes, you can.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, thank you very much for that. Lloyd, you have a parting question or words?
Lloyd's out of here.
Uh-oh.
Lloyd,
Colby?
Lloyd left me?
Yeah, he left. So
Oh my God.
he was having internet connection. So I'll start with my parting questions.
Okay.
I actually have some here. So for a takeaway, we talked a little bit about accountability, and Lloyd is back. So we talked a little bit about accountability, and I actually want to let Lloyd go first. Lloyd,
Okay.
you're back.
Lloyd, we miss you. I said so many great things about you. You missed it.
And I just wanted to tell you that charcuterie is Italian for I really want a sandwich, but I don't have any bread.
Yes.
Lloyd, your final thoughts.
Truly enjoyed meeting you. You have a wealth of experience around entrepreneur, helping people with their own podcast, going to the Black Awards tonight and to help out there. Obviously, you've been able to put it all together and meld it. And I just wanted to know, playing all these roles it's almost a dichotomy, right? You have to be super sweet in some of them and boss or manager in the others.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know how you manage the conflict. Do you have to find yourself pulling out of one and going into the other type of role?
It's very hard. Right now in this world, you can't just have one thing going on. You have to have multiple streams of income going on, unfortunately. And it can be very demanding and stressful, especially if everything is on you to take care of. But I just pray that God give me the guidance to be humble, to speak with purpose, and not offend anyone. Like I said when I first got here, I'm a true Sagittarius, so I'm very blunt of things I say.
I know my sister's a Sagittarius and she blunt as AF.
And we you know what? We don't apologize for it because most of the things we saying is true. Honestly, what we say is what you really want to say. That's why we make the best friend. We're really good friends, because we say things that you want to say, but we have no problem saying it.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you, as far as accountability, it looks like you have a very lovely life, nice family.
Thank you.
You're working. You have your bootstrapping is what I call it, where you have some businesses on the side and
Yes.
Multiple incomes, which is all great.
I don't even want to mention other business I have because it's probably be too much exposure. But I also have a Black-owned tax company that I do personal and business taxes called Compro Tax. It's been around for 43 years. So yes.
No, we should have started with that. but no, it's all good. We will probably want to talk to you later. We love inviting guests back. I know we want to talk to your husband, so hopefully you'll bring your husband to the studio and we can talk to him as well. Because,
former you.
Yeah, and then
former Raider.
Yeah, and so what would you leave with our audience? We talk to employers and employees as far as accountability, because that's what we were talking about today. And what would you leave with our audience as far as how to improve the relationship between employers and employees post 1900s?
I would say this, always have an outlet, have, like, if you have a business and also you work for someone, have a really good balance. I remember when I graduated from culinary school and I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And I decided to jump on my own and do my own little like meal prep. It didn't work out good because, like I told you, I couldn't cook for shit for the first year or two. So, and that goes for salads and everything. But I decided. I know. I'm glad you caught that. You listening? Like I'm cooking hot dogs, but but I will say this: what I learned was, okay, allow myself to learn this job and learn this industry before I jumped on my own as a business owner. So I made so many mistakes at the beginning, and then I said, no, I can't do this. I have a reputation to hold. I'm not doing good. I need to be great. So I worked as an employee, learning, growing, educating myself more about the business, and then I jumped on my own. And the biggest thing before I jumped on my own, I said, I need to have benefits. So that's at that time I worked for FedEx, and FedEx was offering me 2 days for full-time benefits. So I would work FedEx on weekends, and then I will work my culinary business I had. I'm called the Salsa Senorita in Inglewood. I create my own sauces and guacamole. That's a business I had for years. That's how I met my husband. I had my own business. And I was in 10 farmers markets and two commercial kitchens. So, but why I had a great balance is because I worked for FedEx and I had benefits, and I was able to be a business owner for 5 days and FedEx for 2 days. So I had a really good balance. So what advice I would leave for individuals as far as an employee and employer, just find your passion, find what you're great at. If you're great as being an employee, be the best employee. Don't get stuck in one position. Challenge yourself. If you want to get into management, challenge yourself. Don't allow someone to have to give you or you go after a promotion. Learn that job without, getting paid for that job. Volunteer to learn a job. That's how you also kind of become an entrepreneur in the employee environment, because you're taking the initiative of learning. That's the reason why at the post office, I was the first to be an expediter of an entire building at 25. That's the reason why at FedEx, I started as a handler, and I was the first to get my certification to become a material handler, where I wasn't even throwing packages. I was on the tug, and that wasn't even called for in my position, but they needed extra people during the holidays to work as a material handler. So I said, no, I want to go after the licensing too. And then I became, a material handler certifications without being a material handler. So I always was a person that take an initiative without someone telling me, take that initiative. So my best advice is push yourself to learn new things, because you never know how those different qualities will play out later in life. And all those experiences that I went through at different jobs as an employee helped me be a great employer for my own business.
Man, I love the gems that you're dropping right now, and just incredible. Before I end it out, Jimmy, do either you guys, Jimmy or Lloyd, want to respond to what she just said? But I got a pretty good response.
Yeah, I think it's a great example of being a great employee. We appreciate that. We appreciate everything that you shared with us today. I definitely want to be a customer of you and Greg's. And when I go online, I'm actually going to give Greg 2 options.
Okay.
I'll be looking for a commemorative plaque or piece of artwork that commemorates the 1917 victory of USC over the Utah Utes. I believe the score was 51-0.
I already had my bags packed because I knew he was taking y'all somewhere.
But in fairness, okay, I will give Greg the choice to do a different plaque that represented the 4 times in a row that Utah beat USC from what was it? No, it's 2021 to 2023, I believe, Lloyd. And the average points scored was like 40 points by the Utes.
Wow.
They were just phenomenal those 4 years.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
No, I want to say thank you, though, for coming on the show. As I started, you were going to be a ball of fire, and that's exactly what you were.
Thank you.
It made for a very enjoyable show, and we hope to have you back on again.
Thank you.
You dropped some incredible jewels.
Thank you.
Especially, I hope you guys stayed to the end. I hope everybody stayed to the end. We had a lot of fun on this show, more than we usually do, but it was great. And so, because a lot of times, we talk about serious stuff. We really, we're really trying to help people one person at a time. And being a gem is about, being accountable to yourself for yourself. And that way you can take that anywhere you go. And that makes you a great employee, because you're going to take those principles into that business. And I think that you already, you're already an example of that. Not only in just your business, but you bootstrap, you have a few businesses. You're a serial entrepreneur like the rest of us in this room probably. But you have a family. But to me, and having this conversation with you, you just seem well-grounded. And I love the advice that you gave at the end, where people just, you tell them to just start. And I think that in addition to that is, you said, find somebody, find a mentor, Find
Yeah.
somebody that's doing something that's important. So I really thank you for coming onto the show. We got some great jewels out of here. I thought it was going to be a comedy show, but we actually got some great jewels out of it.
And I
we
wanted
really
to correct
appreciate-
something.
Oh,
I
go for it.
do have high expectations for myself. I just wanted to say that,
Oh.
but I love saying that joke because even my managers laugh at it. Like they really
No.
do. They find it, they find it
No,
hilarious
hey,
when
hey.
I say that.
Hey, based on your energy,
But I'm the highest. This is really this is the truth. At Southwest Airlines, I'm the highest kicktail. Kicktails is where other employees give compliments on their work. I'm the highest in my position.
well, any other
kicktails,
kicktails out there
so-
that's watching the show, we
Yeah.
want you guys to report in the comments and let
Yeah.
us know if she's telling us the truth. Right? No, but I can already
I
tell.
need those swag points.
Yeah, look, I can already tell just by your energy that of how you operate. So no, we really love the show and thank you for coming on, and to everybody out there. This is do you have any last words or anything that you want to say?
I appreciate everything. I haven't been on a podcast in a long time, so I'm really happy that you guys made me feel at home, and I appreciate you.
Okay, we love it, man. And with that, this has been Great Employees Matter every Tuesday, 2:00. Come check us out. We have great guests, great topics, and we're trying to figure out this whole employee-employer thing. So we'll see you next week. And remember, greatness, excellence, and motivation always be a dream.